Well, hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to our first ever podcast.
This is super exciting
Super exciting.
and really weird.
It is kind of weird, actually.
Yeah. I mean,
Because we're just staring at each other from across the
I
table.
know that's actually what I thought about too. I was like, is it going to be weird that we're just like talking to other people but looking right at each other?
Like into your soul.
I'm staring at you.
Oh, God.
Anyways,
All right.
that's Kelly over there.
And on the other side of the table is Brittany.
Hello. Nice to meet you guys.
This podcast is just going to be about us and kind of where we came from, who we are, and what we're like.
Yeah. Just teaching you guys a little bit about ourselves so that when you hear us talk about things, maybe it makes a little bit more sense when you know who we are as
Good
people. Yeah, you want to go first?
Should I start?
Yeah,
Okay.
you should start.
Okay. I'm Kelly. I am originally from Ontario. My family's actually still there, but I moved to the West Coast 7 years ago for a guy. Ew. It didn't actually work out, but I ended up finding my husband. So it was a good turn of events.
Yes, we love him. What's his
I love
name?
him too.
What's his name?
His name is Spencer, guys.
Oh, Spencer. And weird. I went to high school with Spencer.
Ta-da.
Yeah, so that's actually how I know Kelly is because of Spencer. So thanks, Spencer.
We love you.
Yeah. Big fans. Big fans.
Big fans. Not so good news. I'm turning 30 in 2 weeks, and I'm really stressed about it.
I think that's exciting, though.
Actually, once this podcast airs, I'll probably already be 30, guys.
Oh my gosh, that's so true. I never thought about that. But like really cool. Happy almost birthday.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I think.
You should be excited. I think birthdays are good.
I'm excited to celebrate my birthday.
Yeah.
But,
You know,
yeah, 30's, it's a new decade.
it is a new decade. There's going to be a lot of good things that happen, I believe. I know it will. I'm very excited for you.
Good things. Good things coming. Good
Yeah.
things coming.
I'm 27. A little bit younger.
Jealous.
I'll be 30 one day. I hope so, at least.
Yeah. Oh, God.
You never know.
Well,
I mean, it's
true.
crazy times. So.
It is crazy. Oh, God. Okay.
So you've lived in Canada your entire life except for kind of in Seattle, right?
Yeah, for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually grew up in the U.S. I grew up in Tennessee and in Nevada. So most of my childhood was actually spent in the United States, even though I was actually born in Canada.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you about growing up in the U.S. Do you find any like huge differences in lifestyle between like Canada and the U.S.?
It's kind of hard to say because I was so young when I was living in the U.S. And honestly, my only concerns at that time were just like when the next Harry Potter movie was going to come out.
True.
And I mean, I was playing outside every single day with my friends. And then I guess the more times that I started visiting the U.S. after moving back to Canada was when I started seeing the differences because the schools are very different. Like my school in Tennessee was awful.
Oh.
No shout out to them because they were really awful.
What the heck? Why?
Well, we had like a thing called silent lunch where we weren't allowed to speak during lunch. And if you spoke...
What the heck?
Yeah, it was awful. If you spoke during silent lunch, which happened more than one time a week, you would get in-school suspension. Not even kidding. Yeah, that was a real thing. And then if you had
I've never heard that in my whole life.
And another thing that would happen is if the bell would ring and you were in the classroom, but your butt was not in the seat, you would also get written up for in-school suspension or ISS, what everybody would call it there. And I think if you got like 3 ISS write-ups, then you would get out-of-school suspension. I never had any of them. My teacher like threatened me at one point. I don't remember why, but like it didn't take a lot to get your teacher angry at you. But yeah, I was like threatened for in-school suspension and that never happened because they're like, she's a good student. It's fine. It was crazy. I was like, I'm so glad I don't go to school there anymore.
Are you sure you're not doing the synopsis of Matilda right now?
Is it actually?
It sounds like it.
Yeah. Oh, did I mention I have like magical powers that, you know?
Oh my God, guys, she's Matilda.
I wish. That'd be awesome.
Oh, wow. That's intense.
Yeah. It wasn't fun.
So I guess, well, actually, would you ever move back there? Or would you put your children in school there?
That is such a hard question right now because of all the issues going on, aside from, the virus situation. But just gun safety is a big issue, and that's something that I think needs to be changed. So me personally, I wouldn't mind at some point if I move back, but I would never go back to Tennessee. I can't see that actually happening, but I would probably move to like Arizona maybe, or I'd have to go back and visit for a long period of time before I could really make a decision like that.
Yeah that's very true. That's a hard.
Yeah Okay, so let's talk about pets.
Oh my god, yes. I have one very grumpy old dog and two very psycho cats.
But I love them. I love all three of them.
Love them too. We are very lucky with our animals. They're so like cool in their own way.
They each have very distinct personalities, I would say.
They do.
Yeah.
I feel like I could talk about them all day actually, but
yeah, and you've had your dog, Tucker.
My little Tucker.
You've had
He's
him
10.
since you were in Ontario.
I did.
Yeah.
He's moved a lot with me. He's
come...
been on planes, long car rides.
That's so cute.
He is. Yeah, it is cute.
He's very small.
And now he's just a stress ball.
He shakes a lot. He's sweet though.
Oh, yeah.
We're best friends now. He used to not be okay with me even reaching my hand out to like pet him.
Yeah.
But now he's like, I will sit on your lap. I will come to you. We're friends. We're good friends.
Thank God. Yeah, he's just, I feel like his personality has changed so much. He like started off being really shy because when I adopted him, I think pretty sure he was like abused, which is super sad.
Unfortunately the case with a lot of.
Yeah. And then I think he kind of like, I don't want to say got over it, but changed in that he was much more comfortable around people. But there's been like some very like questionable experiences for him. He's been like attacked by dogs and like, and now that I think he's older and we've been in one place for a long time, he's kind of just like settled in and is just living his
best life.
Yeah.
I love that.
Just shaking sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes we get shaky. It's fine. Doggy anxiety. It's real.
We need to get him a thunder jacket.
I could only imagine. That'd be so cute. Aww. We would need a big one for Luna, my dog. She's 80 pounds and she's not supposed to be 80 pounds. She's really not, but that's where we're at. She's a thick girl, but she's an interesting mix. Every time I'm out with Luna, people are like, what is that? Like, what is she? But in a good way.
I was going to say, in a good way.
That question could be taken in so many weird ways, but people do really like Luna, and she's a Rottweiler crossed with a French Bulldog pug, and it was not supposed to happen, but it did, and it was apparently very safe for the French Bulldog pug mother to have these half rotty dogs in her body, and it was fine. The vet approved it apparently, and then Luna happened, and we got her, and she's so sweet. She loves people. She is so cute. Yeah.
I would be more concerned about the making of said puppies.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know how that happened. I feel so sorry for the mom. Like, I feel horrible, but she produced some really adorable babies.
Speaking of our love for animals, we're both vegetarian.
Yes. So we've been vegetarian for like 2 years, is
almost,
it? Yeah, but almost 2 years or around there. And that is an episode that I think that we could definitely do some more on as well, especially like nutrition and, dietary restrictions and how to get proper nutrition.
Precisely. Yes.
Exactly. So I think we should do an episode about that. That would be fun. But it's been so easy for me to be vegetarian.
Me too. Yeah.
I don't miss meat at all.
I was really worried. I think about like certain things or certain types of food or certain meals that I did enjoy. Like my reasoning for being vegetarian was because I really didn't enjoy meat that much, especially on its own or just the taste of it in general. But there are certain things like my mom's spaghetti or, like
full meals that contain meat of some sort. Yeah.
But turns out those were not the staple of the meals.
Mm-hmm.
And I have just transitioned to substituting it for other things or just leaving it out completely.
Yeah.
And yeah, I never used to be able to take like leftovers to work.
Oh yeah.
Because I didn't like meat.
Yeah.
And now I remember my first meal as a vegetarian, like after the next day, and I just thought, oh my God, this is so good. This is why people love leftovers.
Yes.
Life-changing.
There's
the
so
small
many
things.
options now.
Yes.
There's definitely a meal that I used to eat all the time, and it was really when we were in Tennessee because of Cracker Barrel. I don't know if you know what Cracker Barrel is, but it's like a country southern restaurant chain, and it is so good. And my favorite meal at Cracker Barrel was chicken and dumplings. And I was really sad that I wasn't going to be able to eat that anymore because obviously it has chicken in it. And you can actually ask for it without chicken, but I believe that they cook it in chicken broth.
Oh.
And my mom and I found a recipe that is like an exact copycat of that. And we started making it years ago, obviously with chicken. And then after about a year of being vegetarian, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this with a separate broth from whatever, like if my mom was making it.
Yeah.
I would do it in a just vegetable broth, and it actually tastes exactly the same. Like without the chicken, it was so good. So I'm just like happy that there are so many ways to still enjoy meals that you like without having to have the meat in there and still be just as delicious.
Absolutely. I think my mom still struggles when I go back to Ontario, and she's like, what am I gonna make you? I have chickpeas. And she thinks, I don't know if I'm just going to like eat them out of the can and then she just resorts to like ordering pizza because she has no idea and she doesn't want to like offend me or something. And it's so really funny.
It's like when I first started going vegetarian and someone that I was out with dinner with, like it was one of our friends, and they were like, oh, I'm sorry, Britt, I got chicken. And I'm like, I'm not going to like hate you because you eat chicken. Like, it doesn't work like that.
Appreciate the effort, but you're good.
They're being thoughtful, but I was like, you're too extra right now. Just like, stop.
Something else that we do together.
Yes.
You can find us across the Lower Mainland using our alias, the Houdinis, in escape rooms.
We love escape rooms.
Guys, if you haven't done an escape room, you're missing out.
You really are. I don't understand like how someone can't enjoy doing an escape room. It is so much fun. Like you're in a real game. Like a real life game, and you are the actual players, and your problem solving skills is what's going to get you out of this game and win. It's so cool. Like I love doing it.
It's so thrilling, so satisfying if you make it out.
Yeah.
And if you don't, it'll ruin your day for a week until you get to go do it again.
Yeah, we did that.
But oh my gosh, the best invention.
Very, very happy. Big shout out goes to the people who invented and make and create these elaborate escape rooms.
Yeah.
Love them.
To the point that I've asked for gift certificates to escape rooms for my birthday.
Expensive.
They do get expensive, but it's a hobby, okay? And that is
we could be doing way worse things with our time and money, so
correct.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
We're good. We usually do like 2 a month. We'll go and do 2 back to back.
Yeah, we actually, that's so true, especially if it's like a little further out. We're like, let's at least book 2 so that our time is worth spending driving out to these places. And then, you know, most of the time we get out of both of the rooms.
Yeah.
I'd say like it's been like 90% of the time that we've escaped these rooms.
We're pretty good. It's us and another one of our friends, Amanda, and all 3 of us are just equally obsessed with them and are determined to get through a whole bunch of them.
Oh yeah, and we're moving up in difficulty levels.
Oh,
like we're really getting up there. We're like pros.
Pretty much. We're waiting for our 4th member who's living in Halifax right now.
Yeah, she'll be back soon. She's a avid escape room goer, and we need her. We need her.
We need her,
especially for those higher level escape rooms.
That's right. We're saving them. We're saving them for you, Nat.
We sound like total nerds, and I love it.
Yeah. Speaking of being nerds, we are thinking about doing shirts
Yes. Well, I forgot that we talked about
I
that.
know, me
And we
too.
need like a team shirt, like a bowling shirt.
Yeah. And
but
then
for escape
every
rooms.
time that we complete one, we do a tick on the back.
Oh my, like an active scoreboard on the
Correct.
shirt. Yes. Yeah.
And if that isn't nerd 101, I don't know what is.
I feel like going along with nerds, like I love watching movies. I will watch pretty much any movie, any genre, especially in a theater. I love going to the theater. Movie theater popcorn is probably the best thing.
Oh, I go
out
to
there.
the theater just to get popcorn.
Yeah,
and I
like
leave.
some theaters will skip the dishes popcorn because people just love theater popcorn that much.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, skip the dishes, but 2 times I have ordered popcorn from the theater and I did not receive popcorn.
Are you serious?
Twice.
And you paid for it? And then
yeah.
that's,
I mean, I think I got a refund. I don't really remember, but
it's got to be that good that the skip the dishes
he probably ate it.
Probably ate it. And he,
no,
what
one
a
time
weird
it was
thing.
so bizarre.
Yeah.
Both times I ordered just popcorn.
Yeah.
Popcorn, butter, thank you.
Yeah.
And one time I got, I think, a drink, some Skittles, and nachos.
And no popcorn.
And no popcorn. I was
What
like,
happened?
everything else from the theater except the popcorn. And
how do you
I
get
was
all
so
the way
mad.
up to the counter, be able to buy all of those things and not the popcorn? Like, did he spill the popcorn on the way home? Like, that's so weird.
Could you imagine? It's all in his car.
He's probably so mad. I'll never
I
accept
don't
any of
know.
your skip the dishes deliveries.
So now I just go myself and get popcorn.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
say I've never done that before. As much as I love theater popcorn, but maybe it's because I have to be in the theater to enjoy
It's the
that
experience.
Yeah, it's the whole experience.
Mhm.
That's what I love.
Yeah, I don't love sitting watching movies. I'm way too antsy for that.
Yeah, and you don't like scary movies.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert, hate scary movies and literally scared of the dark, scared of things that move. But I do have to say that I did watch the movie It the other day.
Yes, it is so good.
So yeah, it was fine. And then I just had to sit there by myself with the lights on until Spencer came home at 2 a.m.
I think. Wait, it was your idea to watch a scary movie, though.
I don't know. I thought, you know what? I can do it.
Yeah, and I was so proud and also extremely surprised when you said it. I was like, I need to run with this
Mhm.
and make her watch. Like, it has to happen. I can't just be like, no, I don't want to
good
watch anything
idea.
right now. I was like, we're gonna do this because I feel like you can eventually make your way up to watching like real scary movies.
Mm.
No?
I don't think so.
I can see it in your face. You're like, there's not a chance.
No, I just thought of that trailer that we watched. What the heck
Oh.
movie was that for?
It was for Insidious Chapter 3.
Yeah, that's a hard
She
no for me.
almost threw her laptop off of the kitchen island. It was just like, I thought she was going to have to go buy a new one because you slammed it so quickly.
I thought I was gonna have to change my underwear.
Yeah, you screamed, you jumped. It actually kind of it frightened me too. Like, her reaction alone was like frightening to me. So like, I definitely jumped as well. But I love scary movies. I'll watch like a scary movie anytime. I
don't like the jumpy stuff. Not children.
Just children in general.
Yeah,
They're so
and
scary.
movies with children. Ew.
Yeah, can't do it.
Just kidding. God no. Yeah, no. I prefer books.
Oh, I love books too.
Yeah, I am a complete bookworm. I think I exceeded my goal last year of reading 30 books, and I think I did like 40 something.
You speed through them.
I listen. So I read, but I also listen, and most of the time I have a book going on each. So I have like a book in print or like on my phone or whatever,
Right.
on an e-reader, and then I also have a different one going as an audiobook.
Yes, and I have a question about that.
Mhm.
Do you remember all of the things that you read? Like, do you remember what happens in the stories that you're listening to? Do you remember what happens
At the time when I'm reading them?
No,
Or
like
just
if somebody
after?
were to ask you like, hey, what happened in this book that you read
Oh.
like a month ago or listened to a month ago, would you be able to actually say this is what happened? Because I can't. Like, unless somebody else refreshes my memory, it's kind of
Right.
it's gone. As much as I do love listening to audiobooks, so
I think sometimes it depends. If I like hate it, I never not finish a book. So I struggle through it and I'll probably forget it.
yeah. If it's not good.
Or the opposite, if I love it, I speed through it because I love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
And then like it happens so fast that I kind of like forget.
Yeah.
Sometimes I will have to like read the synopsis again to like refresh my memory.
It, yeah.
But I would say honestly, when I'm like really reading heavily, then sometimes I do forget.
Yeah.
But there are like my top 5 books
that you'll just
I'll
never
always,
forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will never reread a book. I've never done that.
I don't think I could do that either. I'll rewatch movies,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't reread a book.
So as much as I don't like watching movies, I am a reality TV whore.
Yes.
MTV.ca is my most frequented website.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I love reality TV shows. I feel like you definitely like reality TV way more than me. Like I have my core shows that I'll watch. Like I do love watching The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. And you've definitely given me some suggestions of things to watch. I want to watch them and I just haven't gotten around to it because there's other things that I've been watching. But I know that you're like hardcore into
I'm into the stream. No sign of getting out.
Yeah.
I am in it. And I feel like my show, like my drama shows, we'll say like Grey's Anatomy or whatever, are way limited. Like I don't.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
I
have like my select ones that I watch. But I think when I'm doing things, like if I'm washing the dishes or I'm doing laundry, I like to have shows on that I don't necessarily like need to pay attention to at all times. It's just kind of like mindless. But those Teen Mom girls, like I am watching them. I know what they're doing. I know where they live. I know their kids. Oh yeah.
Everything. Yeah. I don't know. I can't. Like I definitely love the drama shows or just, the scripted regular TV shows.
I mean, reality TV is scripted too.
Well,
I mean, what?
Yeah, so true. I'm just like, I don't know. I definitely enjoy the shows that have more story and stuff. But what's your favorite reality TV show?
I knew you were gonna ask me this question. I'm gonna have to say more so like Survivor or The Challenge. And it's like teams, but there's still drama.
Yeah. So we also wanted to touch on some future episodes that we have in mind and different themes because obviously we want to get your input on what you would like to hear us talk about, if you had any like specific topics that you wanted us to cover or anything. But obviously one big one that I would like to cover in the future is anxiety because the both of us have definitely struggled with anxiety. I've been on medication for it for about 2 years now, and it has literally changed my life. Anyone who knew me probably wouldn't have known that I even had anxiety to begin with because I just never talked about it. And I feel like that was probably a big problem of why I was struggling with it for so long. So I feel like you also would probably like to have an episode about that and
absolutely
talk about what you've had to deal with and everything too.
Yeah, because I've definitely had a lot of anxiety surrounding my diagnosis from 2017. I was diagnosed with PCOS, which stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome. So that's been a lot of like learning and figuring things out for me in terms of my like reproductive health.
Yeah, especially at this time in your life when you're thinking about your future and family. And
yeah, I think that would be a pretty dope episode.
I think so too. We'll definitely touch back on that as well.
I think it'll be a good one to explore a little bit. I think it eventually we'll kind of start a series based thing around anxiety. For example, so like Brittany was saying, we would have sort of an episode dedicated to our struggles and what we went through. We also have a guest coming up that we're super excited about, Robbie.
We are so excited.
He was diagnosed with schizophrenia, so he's been up and down through the ringer in and out of treatment and that kind of stuff. So that will be
One
episode
of
that
the
we're looking
mental health episodes.
Yeah. Another thing that we were going to touch on is perhaps psychics and dreams, tarot cards, and that kind of direction, which is super cool.
Yes, I've always had an interest in this, field of, what would you call it? I want to say paranormal, but it's not really
Sort
paranormal.
of.
Kind of spiritual.
Ooh, spiritual. That's a good one.
Yeah. I feel like that would just be such a fun thing to talk about. Like we could both talk about this for like hours, I'm sure. But
absolutely.
We want to find someone who could come on as a guest and maybe tell us about their,
do a live reading.
Oh my gosh, can we please do that? I have tarot cards, but I don't know really how to use them.
Does anyone know how to read tarot cards? Hello,
if
anyone.
you're living in the Vancouver area and you were like a pro at doing these types of things, readings, whatnot, then hit us up because we would love to have you on the show. It would be so much fun.
That would be so fun.
Yes.
Another big series I think that we'll do is we want to get some people on from the LGBTQ plus community.
Yes.
We have a few guests already confirmed for that, and I'm so excited for that one.
It's so different, like for literally every single person out there. So I wouldn't also want to limit that to just one episode.
Totally.
Everybody's journey is different. So we want to get multiple
Explore
people.
It all.
Yes.
Explore it all. We're also going to do an episode on embarrassing stories because, obviously, I think I have one every day. So I got to start writing those down.
I wish I could remember. I feel like, there's definitely lots of good ones. I just remembered one. Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, dear. Another one that will be a big one is sort of a self-esteem, self-love, confidence, relationships. Honestly, just anything. We want to do an advice series, like Brittany said, a nutrition episode. So many.
So we could talk about everything. That's why we're doing this podcast, because there's so much to talk about. So
great.
Yeah, if you guys have anything, like I said, that you would like us to talk about, or if you have stories that you want to send in, definitely email us at notyourtherapist@gmail.com or send us a DM on Instagram at notyourtherapists. Plural.
Because there's two of us.
Two of us.
Do you get it? Okay, so I think now we'll do some fun questions.
Yes. I love questions.
I love questions when I know how to answer them.
I'm hard. I'm hard. I can't speak English most of the time. See, this is one of the reasons why I was like, can I do this podcast? I mess up what I'm talking about. I just think there's so much going on in my brain. I cannot clearly get across what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, I always stumble on words. I'm trying to say something and then it's I don't know what I was going to say.
Yeah. Story of my life when I film YouTube videos.
I was just going to say, you didn't tell us what you do.
Oh my gosh, but you didn't either.
Oh.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, well, I have a YouTube channel that most of you guys, if you're listening, that's probably why you heard of it. If it's from me, was because of my YouTube channel and my Instagram. But that's what I do for my job. I do cruelty-free beauty videos with some lifestyle thrown in there and fashion and stuff. So that's what my job is. Which is insane that we're friends, because I am the least fashionable. I don't know anything about makeup. I make Brittany do my makeup. I don't make her. I ask her very politely to do my makeup. Do my makeup.
And then I tell her if she doesn't, that she can't be my friend anymore. Yeah. So it's really funny. Opposites attract, I guess. Yeah. I work at a medical clinic.
Woo woo.
Yeah, we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, and that's what I do all day, every day.
Except for today.
Except for today. Because I have today off.
Yeah. And maybe next week too, if everything gets shut down and we're all forced to stay home.
We'll be practicing social distancing by creating more podcasts.
yeah, we'll help you with things to listen to while you're self-isolated. And
hopefully we'll make you like laugh or something. I don't
really
know.
hope so. Or we'll just make each other laugh. It's fine.
That's cool. It's all about me anyways. Okay.
Question time.
Superpower.
What
if you could have a superpower?
I think it would be telekinesis. I would love to be able to move things with my mind. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, mine is definitely teleport.
Oh, yeah, that's a close second for me.
I think for me, just to be able to go see my family, just pop on by for a quick sec. I mean, I've went there for a weekend a few times, and that ain't cool. Flying all the way there.
It's a long flight.
Worth it. Definitely worth it.
Absolutely.
But teleportation would be wonderful.
I 100% agree with that. But also, my laziness is the reason why I would choose telekinesis. I don't want to get up to get things. Like, there's been times where I just sit on like my couch or wherever and I look at something that I need and I just think, why can I not just bring it over with my mind? It'd be so nice.
You have to teach Luna to do that for you.
She probably wouldn't.
Because she's also sitting on the couch
She's
going,
also,
why
Luna,
can't something come
exactly.
to me?
Luna's just as lazy as I am. So that's, yeah, that wouldn't happen.
I also want to be psychic, but I feel like
there's a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Yes. It's a heavy blessing.
It really is a curse and a gift at the same time.
Yeah.
Be really cool though.
Would be cool.
Yeah.
One day. Maybe I'll tap it.
One day.
I'll tap
it's
into
gonna happen.
When I grow up, I want to be. Oh, speaking of when I grow up, your ideal / dream job
is, it sounds so stupid, but probably actually just continuing with YouTube, but having a better, like more stable channel where like I was getting a steady income and I had people like filming for me and editing for me, and you know, I didn't have to do a lot of the work. That would be a dream, obviously, but it's not. But that would be, yeah, just my job, my current job, but like better and having lots of people work to do it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah.
Mine is a midwife.
A midwife.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh my gosh, I would love to do that. I've always loved like, well, babies, but also just like the pregnancy process and like women's bodies and how they change and develop. Not only, I mean, just like the women's lifespan in general, but definitely like pregnancy and like birth.
So cute. It makes my dream job sound stupid.
No, no way. I mean that. Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a heavy one.
Uh-oh.
Your biggest fear, and not like scary movies or spiders.
Damn it! I was gonna say spiders. I was like 100% gonna say spiders.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. My biggest fear, dun dun dun, is being a bad parent or failing as a parent.
Okay. Oh, yes, that would be terrifying.
Yeah. Think about that all the time.
Oh, wow. That's deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
It's like really deep. Okay.
My biggest fear is for my YouTube channel to not work.
Are you making fun of me right now? It's like, could you imagine if I actually did say that?
Oh, then I sound like an idiot.
Okay. My biggest actual legitimate fear that is not spiders, because like I am terrified.
Oh, I am not about that life either.
Of spiders. I would say just like not doing something with my life that makes some sort of difference. You know, like at least at this point, now that we're able to have these platforms and not be able to like influence something for the better, whether it's just like you know, being an activist for something, or I don't know, I just want to leave some sort of impression on the world that's good. And if I didn't, I think I would be really just like disappointed.
Yeah.
I guess. So maybe that's like a real fear of mine. I just want to do good and make people do good. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Cool.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one. If you could trade lives with someone, who would it be and why?
Oh, that's a Ellen DeGeneres.
You
bitch. Were you actually gonna say that? You have it written down.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Well, maybe we have different reasons why we want to be Ellen, so go ahead.
Okay. Well, first of all, she's rich.
She is?
She's rich. No, I'm kidding. She also has a really fantastic platform for trying to, better the world. She's married to a beautiful woman. She
sure
has
is.
probably a fantastic relationship. She has an incredibly fun job.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she gets to interview and talk to so many people.
Yes.
And her other job, hosting Game of Games.
Oh, so
I was watching
funny.
that last night and I was like, this would be so fun just to be able to like host this show and watch all of the things that the people are doing. Yeah, I think it would be really cool to be Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, I would just love to see what her day-to-day looks like.
Yeah.
I think what I thought of was being able to give so much to people.
Yeah.
Would be just an amazing
100%
feeling.
Yeah.
To just like Oprah that shit. You can get a car.
You get a car.
But seriously,
no,
I think
it's like her 12 days of giveaways.
Yes.
And the people that she gives things to, like
Yeah.
not even just random audience members, but she actually like chooses like families that deserve to have, better opportunities. Like they start college funds and things for, younger children who would love to go to college and they have big dreams. Like I think she's just a great person. It would be so much fun.
I love her.
Yeah. Okay, what's one thing that no one knows about you?
Oh. I think that I talk to myself literally all the time.
Yeah.
Like
I have
all the
actually
time.
heard you talk to yourself.
You have?
Yeah, but like it wasn't anything like you weren't having a conversation.
Oh,
with yourself.
I have conversations.
It was just like I think I heard you talking, and then I was like, "What?" And you were like, "Oh no, I'm talking to myself." And
Oh,
I'm just like,
those
okay.
situations. Yeah, I do that
just
a
casual.
lot.
Yeah.
I definitely do it at work, like in front of the computer. If I'm like, where the heck did I put that?
Yeah.
Like I do that a lot.
Yeah.
But I have like full on like talk to myself conversations. I don't answer myself, but like if the only thing I can think of right now is if I was like going for an interview,
right,
in the car, I would be
like practicing,
right, and just I just do that. I literally talk to myself all the time.
Yeah,
it's kind of scary.
I have like something similar, I guess, and it's not talking to myself, but I do like the facial expressions as if I were talking out loud. Does that make sense? Like
in the mirror?
Yes. Like I'll just
see
be
what you
like,
look like?
yeah. Like I look at him like, what would my face look like? Like, because I do like certain things, and then I'm like, what do I look like when I do that? So I'll actually like do it in front of the mirror to see what my face looks like.
Okay, it's funny that you say that because I recorded something for this podcast that is on our Instagram page, and I recorded it, and I was like, oh my God, I look like that all the time. And then I thought to myself, now I'm just going deep here.
Yeah.
That like other people see you like more than you see yourself.
All the time. Yeah. Yeah. That concerns me.
And it's like,
sometimes.
and I'm like, oh my God, I look like that. Like, do people think I'm like weird?
Yeah.
Do I always do that? But then I'm like, no, that's literally what they see all the time.
So it's normal to us.
So I think I look weird, not other people. Well, maybe they do.
Yeah. Like you should see when I'm editing a video and I accidentally pause it in the weirdest moment. And I'm like, what is happening with my face? How do I have friends? I don't understand.
Hair Mom pays me a lot of money.
Mom, how dare you? I thought I had real friends. Yeah, so that's what I do. Okay. Last question. What is the best and worst part of your personality?
I don't have any bad things.
Oh, duh. Okay, well, I'll just go then. I'm kidding.
So the best, I think, is that I'm like very loyal. I'll do like anything for anyone, especially my friends.
Right.
Very loving, sometimes to a fault, I would say.
Yeah.
But the worst thing is definitely like I overthink everything.
Yeah.
I'm very sensitive. That's where the to a fault comes in. I just always want like everything to be perfect. I'm very like controlling in that way. Like not like relationship controlling, but like, oh, I have to do this, this, and this, or else it's not going to be good, or like, you know, whatever.
I get like that too. I think a lot of people can get like that for sure.
And like I'm sensitive in that, like if you take too long to like answer my text message, it's probably because it's either you hate me or you died.
Yeah, there's no in between. No
in between. Like you're not busy, you're not grocery shopping with your mom, you're not like sleeping. You just hate me.
Yeah, actually, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. So I'm just gonna like purposely ignore all of your text messages.
Yes, I figured.
We've talked about this. I definitely have the same thoughts too. Where if I haven't been texted by somebody, one of my friends who usually texts me a lot, I'm just like, cool, they don't want to be my friend anymore, and I should probably ask them like,
is everything okay?
You good?
Just checking in.
Haven't talked for a while.
Approximately 4 minutes. It's a long time.
You didn't reply to my previous 16 messages, so I'm just wondering.
As per my last text message, you did not respond.
So what's happening here? I feel like that's definitely like a downfall of my just personality, I guess, in general as well. Previously, I probably would have said, well, I don't know if this would have to do with the personality, but my anxiety was like debilitating, which I guess is part of my personality, and just overthinking things, irrational thinking.
Yes. I think irrational is a great word.
Yes.
I'm so irrational. Maybe I need to go on medication.
Medication.
Where the pharmacist at?
But for real, like love my pharmacists, great people. They know me very well.
Yeah.
But I don't know, anxiety's more so, I guess, like I'm gonna say it's part of the personality. It's just that's how I was. I just would overthink a lot of things as well. Best part of my personality is that I find it quite easy to be friends with anyone. Like I just really like to
You're outgoing.
Yeah, I guess I am outgoing, so I like to talk to people. I think it's easy to talk to people. Well, easy like to feel comfortable talking to people, even though I stumble on my words all the time and can't really get across what I'm trying to say. But like I enjoy talking to people and learning about people. So that's probably a good part of my personality, I would say.
I think I'm getting worse talking to people.
Really?
Like, with age. Yeah.
Interesting. That's really weird.
New people.
Yeah.
I find it sometimes hard to like make conversation. I don't know. It's very weird.
I'm like an extroverted introvert.
Yeah.
Where like I can talk to people and I do enjoy talking to people, but after a while it's exhausting and I'd rather just like stop and go watch a movie or something.
Yeah.
Like, but I guess a lot of people are like that too. So maybe that's part of it. Is just that you're like outgoing and talkative to an extent. Yeah. And then you're like, I just don't want to do this anymore.
I actually hear it a lot, and I think you actually were a person that said this too, is that I'm not the most approachable person.
No, I definitely thought you like didn't like me for
and I get that a lot.
Resting
bitch face. I'm sorry. Most of the time it's like I'm just concentrating, or I'm just super anxious and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I've always been that way. I remember starting a job at the theater, like the movie theater, when I was like 20, 21, and people were like, once they got to know me, it was like, oh my God, I thought you were the biggest bitch. And I'm like, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't mean to be that way, but I was probably sitting there, like probably staring at you being like, oh my God, I should go talk to them. I don't know what to talk about. what would I say? Do I talk about my dog?
Right. Okay.
Do I like
that? What you're saying right now is such a good example of what people with anxiety go through too. Like, and you never know what the other person is thinking, what they're going through, what they want to be doing. Like,
so true.
You gotta be open to people and like understand that maybe they just look a certain way because she's thinking about, should I talk to you about my dog? Like, I don't know. It's definitely something to, keep in mind.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
That's very true.
If you see someone doing that, like, just go over and talk to them. Maybe they're just like,
until they're like, get away from me. Yeah. I don't want to talk to you. And then you're like, oh, okay,
exactly.
actually. Yeah.
But
nope.
then you know for sure. You never know until you try. Maybe that's what I'm just trying to say.
There you go. Just be a nice person.
Just be a nice person. It's not hard to be a nice person.
I don't think it is either.
No, maybe that's how we should just end all of our podcasts. Just be a nice person.
Just be a nice person. One thing that we will always end our podcast with is we're going to talk about what our therapy was for the week.
Yes. Okay.
Something that made you feel good, something that you accomplished. Something that you looked forward to or are looking forward to.
Yeah. And it could be real therapy as well. It doesn't have to just be something that you're doing on your own. If you're getting help for something or just talking to someone, then obviously that can be what our therapy was too. So what was your therapy for this week?
My therapy actually was that I went to a new therapist.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was really great. Mm-hmm. I was seeing someone else recently. She went on mat leave and I was just like busy with life, getting married and stuff. So I started with her and she was so kind. Yay. And like, I felt like she actually listened to like what was going on. And even in just like the hour that I spent with her, I felt like I learned so much about just like me and like what I can do better to like help myself every day. And that was just like really great. And I'm like very much looking forward to like going back.
I've heard very good things about therapy. I've never been to therapy myself, but I do know that sometimes it's just so important to get things from a different perspective.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, like people get stuck thinking about situations in their own perspective and it's really hard to see it anyway else. And I think that that's why, talking to anybody in general, but especially someone who knows like what they're doing and went to school for it, it's always super helpful.
Definitely. And I think Spencer and I will go together too. And just like, and that's exactly for that reason is just to learn different ways to communicate with each other and like understand each other because it's hard living with someone.
My therapy, I'm going to sound like a crazy lady, but it's plants. I love me some plants. So I recently bought a book called How to Propagate Plants. And so I know, so exciting, but I have been like really passionate about this lately. And like, I've bought so many plants. My mom, my dad, my boyfriend, Jesse, we're all like, you need to stop. You're buying too many plants. But like, I get a lot of like peace from, like repotting a plant and
watching it grow.
Oh my God, so
and,
cute.
Take
care of it. It's just, I don't know. I really love it. So that's what I've been doing lately. And it makes me feel good. I don't know. I really enjoy taking care of them and hopefully propagating some of them, getting more.
Propagating them properly.
Propagating.
I love plants too.
Yeah, they're
It's
great.
Really sad when they die.
Yeah, and I've definitely killed a lot of plants in the past, which is why I'm taking this more seriously now. And I don't want to kill any more plants, so I'm learning things.
I got to start a garden. That's going to be a therapy that I'm going to get on. And one of these episodes, my therapy is going to be my garden.
Yeah, and then you can grow like vegetables for when all of the grocery stores close down, and you can help us out. Well, I'll give you carrots. You can give me potatoes.
All of a sudden, I've got a huge cornfield in my backyard.
Yeah, it would be great. You start dressing like a farmer too. I can't wait. Oh, well, no, I don't want to say that because obviously grocery stores are going to stay open. Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
Does that about wrap it up or what?
I think it wraps it up. we're ending on potatoes, carrots, and farming. So
that sounds like good to me, honestly.
How did we get to this point?
I don't know. This was fun.
It was fun.
I'm excited.
You all enjoyed this actual first episode of Not Your Therapist and getting to learn a little bit about Kelly and I.
We hope you like us.
Yeah, we hope you really do like us. Let us know. What do you think?
Yeah.
What should we do next?
Where do we go from here?
Yeah. Okay, well, stay tuned for our next episode and follow us on Instagram at Not Your Therapist. We'll be doing lots of giveaways and fun contests.
And you can follow and see us on SoundCloud as well as Apple Podcasts and soon basically everywhere that you can listen to podcasts.
Yeah. So that's it for our first episode. It's so exciting.
Thanks for listening, guys. Until next time.
Au revoir.